So why are we here today, Stephen?
We are here today to support Colm Merrick, a fantastic candidate in Annie's Land who's seeking to succeed to retain the seat that's been so dutifully held by Bill Kidd over the course of the last 19 years. Thank you to Bill and good luck to Colm. But when we're here and we're in Glasgow, we're talking about energy bills and the fact that people right now, number one priority for them is their concern about the fact that their energy bills continue to go up and up. They went up under the Conservative government and they're now going up under the Labour government, irrespective of the rhetoric that they're trying to put out. And we know that by the summer they'll be £700 to £800 higher than the pre-election promise that Keir Starmer made. In an energy-rich nation like Scotland, that's simply not good enough. It's why we should have control of our own resources.
But this week we found out that the SNP-led Scottish Government wasn't going to publish its energy strategy, its final energy strategy. So you're going to be going on the doorsteps without really any real idea of what the policy is going to be.
If someone wants to talk to me about the energy strategy, I would say, how could you expect the Scottish Government to publish an energy strategy when we've had a UK government which has swung from its left hand to its right hand in relation to its policies, its key policies on Scotland's North Sea. So on the consultation in relation to Scope 3 emissions, which I'm sure you're familiar with, Finn's consultation, the UK government took months to outline its position. It's failed to outline its position in relation to the move from the Energy Profits Levy to the oil and gas price mechanism, which is absolutely essential for stability within the North Sea. And indeed, when it comes to licensing, only a few months ago they changed their position from no new licensing to permitting tiebacks, a welcome step. But you can't expect the Scottish Government to seek to publish a strategy when the UK Government doesn't even know what its own strategy is, and energy is a reserve matter.
Well, like you say, energy is a reserve matter, so all you're doing really is saying this is what we would like to see, particularly around oil and gas. Well, that draft strategy had a presumption against oil and gas. That now appears to not be the case, but there is no finality here. We don't know what the government's position is, and key to this would likely be the government's strategy in an independent Scotland. So what is the strategy? What is the plan?
Well, of course I will outline, as we should, our plan for Scotland's energy.
You've had years to do it, years and years.
In our manifesto. I never stop talking about energy. As you know, being a Member of Parliament in Aberdeen, I cannot tell you how frustrated I am that we are sitting on an abundance of resource, a world-class workforce, and they have been swept aside by this current UK Labour government, who've introduced uncertainty and a forced decline in the basin when they otherwise didn't need to. And you know what that does? That impacts our ability to transition, because you can't have a transition if people are already losing their jobs and investments being lost. What we should be doing is backing our North Sea to provide good quality jobs, to secure investment in our economy and to deliver immediate energy security, because we have demand, and we should use those individuals and the resource that comes with that to transition to that renewables future, because that's going to be the future that we all want to see.
But isn't it the case that the government has left this deliberately vague going into an election campaign, so you and candidates like you in the North East can go to the doorsteps and say whatever will sell on the doorsteps, and then later it might change, it might not, who knows?
I've been accused of many things, but never been vague on energy policy.
Not usually because the government.
No, I don't think I think, as I've outlined, the UK government's position has been so incoherent that we can't expect the Scottish government to publish something whilst that's happening. And, you know, the challenge I would put to the UK government right now, because energy is a reserve matter, is why they are turning their back on investment, why they're turning their back on jobs, why they're turning their back on energy security, why they're making ludicrous last-minute decisions in relation to the renewables future as well, given the announcement that's just been made with regards to Mingyang, and how none of that is in Scotland's national interest.